since I played this, so I don't remember exactly where I left off. Hold on 1 second, I gotta check something. Okay.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Dorkin. Nerd. I think I talked to him, but, can't hurt to do it again.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
Mais oui.
Yeah, oui.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
There are some rumors about his loose morals.
Juste, monsieur. Add to that his devouring ambition, if you want my opinion. Playing at lover boy rather than gaining merit for his career. It's a disgrace for any soldier.
I understand your point of view. Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
The tower.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Dang it. Okay, I guess I have to go this way. Let me through.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
sitting watching the fire. George.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
I wonder what promise Lord Mortimer could have made to make him agree to come here, given the circumstances.
Who knows?
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Oh, I can go in here now. Look at these butterflies everywhere.
Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans. Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
It's poison.
The conversion of Ulysses by Gurs. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. A swine in a salon. That's an odd choice of decor.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
Your Eminence, I'm sorry for King Louis, but he did everything to put himself there.
Louis, how can you say such a thing? Even if France rejects the church, you don't go and behead a person of high status. They always serve our cause better alive than dead. Politically, it's absurd.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
Damn it.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Well, I mean, if it were a place or an object found on this island, what would you think of first?
The nightmare. No, I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad.
Ah, wait. I suppose it might be that horrible painting hanging in Lord Mortimer's study.
Pretend not to be that interested. Right. Well, don't worry about it. I was just curious.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you.
What is this crippling disease character? Oh, is it an ailment? Maybe that's what. Pick one of those butterflies up and eat it. Oh, okay, this is where this leads. Butterfly in the sky. Take a look. Is in a book. Reading rainbow.
Circe.
Let's see what we got. Crack that. Go to Mortimer's study. The great detective. At it again. I've horribly failed talking to these people. I feel like this is a game you have to play a second time with all your stats to fully get what you need to get. Because I'm getting crap information. Go outside. Trapped. There's Mortimer study. Trophy room, library, dancing hall. Small saloon. Okay, first floor. Oh. Underground. Where the hell does this dude study at? Oh, huh. I must go upstairs. This is where I did the puzzle.
Petrus, the Miller Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
I never read it either. Now I know I need to go upstairs. Gotta get that book from that dude too. Oh, hello, nurse.
What do you want, Louis?
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
I feel like I have politics. Pretty sure. Oh.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion. Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see. You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
Well, you can come with.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Find the nightmare. Zeus. It's gotta be a painting. I feel like there's a room behind that.
The Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research. It looks like a war painting. Oh, it's dated. No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Let's unlock it. Dear Mr. Guido. Politi? I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings that I sent you for your temporary exhibition. Please note they are part of my private collection and are dated accordingly to the Freemason calendar in the use of time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want people to be surprised at the dating of the works. What? No need to remind you that the Freemasons' year begins in March, not January. About the Longius painting, I took the liberty to have the spare touched up so it better corresponds with the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer, Marquis of Westshire. Oh, 364.70. Them turds.
Let's take a closer look. Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas, the rarest of the beans. Some even say they're an aphrodisiac. When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it, not to be given to animals. Dark chocolate beans, very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Just more chocolate. I'm gonna eat one of these two.
Might come in handy. The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
It's the bird.
A myna bird.
Well, Waldo, is your master good? Well, Waldo, is your master good? I don't really know what I was expecting. Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? God, what's been happening here?
Here, get another berry. Ugh.
Aha, I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring
It's a
lock
puzzle.
now? Great. That's all I needed.
Let's see.
It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
No, what have we got here?
Oh, it looks like a model. A model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
I don't want to give the bird chocolate because I feel like it'll kill the bird.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Let's see, unsure what that code could be. See if there's a... What was the date? By 4,000 years. Okay, so... Spear.
Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
So... Oh, AL. 1154. 1154.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Hey, there are two dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
Oh, so I see what they did. The real date is the AD. Duh. So realistically it's 5154. Okay, let's try that. Five one five four.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Maybe it's the one with the spear.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens. William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date. Damn it. Doesn't work. 5190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system. Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4000? I must have missed a subtlety. A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint Jean d'Acre. William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
Maybe that's, hold on, 12th month.
William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
I'm trying to bust out my calculator.
No, what have we got here?
Dang it.
It looks like a model of a lock. As if Mortimer's fond of complicating things sometimes.
So they are dated accordingly to the calendar.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter. Damn it. It doesn't work. 5,190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
Alright, let me pull up my calculator again because this is stupid. Okay, let me see if there's another painting.
This painting isn't finished. It looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
Maybe it's a Zeus. Let's see if the spear touched up.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5,190. That's a funny date.
I don't want to analyze it. 5,190. 5,000. Minus 4,000.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
I'm not. I can promise you, me and my calculator don't lie here. Price is right, this shit. Piece of shit.
Open sesame.
You're not even gonna explain how that's even right.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
My dearest Lord Mortimer, can't read. Mortimer, I have written for you that it will soon be impossible to ignore the pressure from the Russians. Ooh, the Khazarian Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the region of the Kingdom of France. Once king, Louis has disappeared from the politics stage. I'm sorry to announce the bad news, but expect dark times ahead. It's a map of Asia.
Fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
Sir, who is this from? Charles. Sir, your plans to intervene in the Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Persian army. Your delivery of cannons to the Valium has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have noticed that the king of Persia of the invasion plans Custine and the army of the north. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am quickly to return to Paris, as I sense a fate for our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me to not intervene. Should you have any missions to give me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend, Monsieur Barou. Monsieur. What does Devil's Thorn do?
A Devil's Thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. Locked.
As a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representatives, Mr. McCarthy, will leave with no hope of any agreements involving us. Your friend... Getting that stuff back. Come on, dude, you need to start reading this stuff.
Shows a forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is.
Millions.
Estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
Gift has been delivered.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in.
Map of South Africa.
This shows the forces present in America. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for.
I don't.
Something strange about this table. What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies. Here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
apply this text. Hold on. Okay.
Little Surgeon's perfect collection. Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are 2 inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
Try and pick it up. You're horrible.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. A skeleton by the name of Gustav. If the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
So you change the old lock. Let's see. It's difficult to imagine how it all fits to the door. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Wait, hold on. I should read that. The aim being to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of wheels, a formidable lock will open, or punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. Okay. You kind of have to be right on with this guy. Or some other puzzle.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised. Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me. It is a typical draw in a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
The tiger is dying. Jeez.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
The human corpse.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire. seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those. A table of alchemical elements.
So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever. Looks like obsidian or onyx. Must weigh a ton.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Relock it. Oh wow, they gave me a ton of stuff.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where?
Was she stabbed?
The only clue she's left for Mortimer is this stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from. It's locked. Oh, shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
Bitch. Oh, come on.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
I was just trying to flip it. It looks like 6. Bird.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. Whoa, whoa. The grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date. I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
Is it because I did the 6 here? But that makes it 9. So, if I flip it, oh, okay. So what's got to be on this other side of this one? Total spots. So what you would have to do is try and get that number on the other side. Alright? So you have to get 1191 to face the other side. So 1191 would be the which way does it go? Okay, so I'm drawing this out. Don't judge me. Would it be 6? No! You betrayed me, game. I betrayed myself. So you get a 1 on the other side, yeah. 4, 5, 6.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
I didn't think it was going to lower that much.
Wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat. Someone's coming. Please don't let it be Mortimer. Who is it?
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago I was his favorite, but nowadays I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru.
Monsieur Peru! It's Mr. Deriche. I'm sort of trapped behind this painting.
What are you playing at, goddammit?
Help me out of here, please.
How can I open it?
There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination.
Bitch. I'm 191, right?
1191.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you. So, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks again. I'm indebted to you. I won't forget this.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
Oh. Okay, so I failed. I didn't get any information out of Von Waller. Yeah, I got locked inside Mortimer's study. With politics. That's apparently what I need to get.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer.
There's no doubt about it.
Alright, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that. Really? How do you expect me to guess? Oh, for God's sake, just ask them. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican.
He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Ah, I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention. You brought spears as well, then?
What? Did Mortimer ask you to bring him holy spears too?
Yes, but I thought I was the only one. How many of them have you brought, then?
18 in all. Any relic even remotely to do with them, in fact.
18 spears? How many of them exist in all?
No one knows. Especially as there is only one authentic one, of course. That all adds to the mystery, don't you think?
Well, please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone. Leave us now.
Where's my boo at?
President George Washington. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Biaggi. Huh, that's me.
Can't even go to my own room. She was up by the breakfast. They all be in here. All of them dipped.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Excuse me, but could you perhaps help me?
That is what I am here for, sir. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm trying to find out where this sword came from.
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Do not mention it, sir.
Now it's time to go to the garden. If I can go to the garden. It's probably locked away from me forever. Forever, ever. I have no idea where I'm going. I know to the garden.
A drachma.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
What the hell? I guess I can't talk to him about anything. Go out to the garden now.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for? Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide this sword that will kill the monster. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage, if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the Gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were. Let's see. A crack as long as my finger.
Giggity.
What's going to happen if I've got it wrong? Ariadne. I'll try something else.
It's her thread.
Here's the famous Ariadne's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir.
What brings you here?
I'm not giving up.
You see, I sense there's something hidden in this garden, and I intend to find out what it is.
You've got some balls, I'll give you that. Watch your back, though. There are no secrets here. If Lord Mortimer finds out you've been searching his island, he'll make you pay dearly.
Thanks for the advice. Are you going to denounce me then?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed a cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing, if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
What happened to you, monsieur?
It's time for me to assume the consequences of my choices. I've sold my soul to the devil. Now it's time to pay.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. I am the architect of my own demise. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want.
She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon.
9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur.
It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims.
Alright, let's continue anyways. I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
It's an elevator.
It's like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. Honey, the remedy of the gods. Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. Gesture sealed his fate.
Let me just check some stuff out before I...
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos.
Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. Let's go. Theseus,
son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic.
Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma. Minos.
He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
The crack is in the region of the heart. Minos.
Son of a bitch.
Asterion. I am the cursed child. The statue has a crack in it. Right. We'll soon see. What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked. It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot.
Should've went with my... freaking gut.
Asterion. Minos.
He and his queen, Pasiphae, were the monarchs of Crete.
The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
I should have frickin'... friends challenged me to bowling on Snapchat. I gotta play him back. Took away my bottle toss game too. Okay.
Whoa. Again?
Uh-oh.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Dude, you had that handkerchief Emily gave you. You gross bastard.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Was she having the same visions?
A fragment of amber. Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Dang it.
These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection.
It's one of the says.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Huh? It didn't give me the option to actually find anybody. Oh, this is the end of the game, alright. Alright, so we got another 3. Alright. Till next time.